Hi guys, welcome back or welcome if you're new. I'm Tiana, the maker behind Also Stitched, and today we are going to talk about everything that I made in the past week, plus some updates, what's happening with markets and my website and things like that. So let's start with markets. It's been actually a month since I had my last market. My last two markets were cancelled because of the rain, and I didn't even feel like crocheting because I have a lot of stock, so I was just relaxing and focusing on knitting and building my Shopify website, which is by the way launched, but there is not a lot of products because I'm working daily on it just to put products. It's gonna take a while. At the moment I'm putting everything new that I'm making, but in the end I will also go back and put my old stock. It's gonna take time. It's a long process. I decided to launch for Australia, New Zealand, Canada and US. So at the moment those are the countries I will be shipping to, and if you're interested, go have a look. Let me know your thought. Do you like it? Do you see any mistakes, flaws? Just let me know what's your opinion about my website. I did a silent launch. I don't like to hype things. I don't like to do anything big about things like that, so it was just a silent launch because I'm still working on it. There's only a couple of products up there at the moment. At the moment my focus for the website is gonna be in stock, so everything that I have in stock for my markets is gonna be on my website, and in the future I plan on shifting from Square as my POS to Shopify because I don't want to put inventory in two different platforms. I just want to have it in one, because if things sells on market or online, it's going to be streamlined and I don't have to stress about the inventory because my focus is going to be in stock rather than made to order. Since Shopify is offering me barcode system for free, I mean it's not free, I'm still paying for Shopify, but since I'm paying for it, I decided to utilize back my barcode system, so I went back to tagging my plushies with barcodes. So yesterday I went and designed a new tag for my plushies. This is my new tag. It is the same, I just had to do it bigger because these are my barcodes. SKU codes means something to me. It is usually the name of the product plus yarn I'm using and then color, so I can easily identify which yarn or color did I use for the exact plushie. So yeah, yesterday I spent whole day designing these, printing them. At the moment I'm only labeling new plushies with the barcode system. All the others will eventually be transitioned, but it's gonna take time. I'm not in a rush to do so, but since I didn't have market for over a month, I accumulated a lot of plushies, so it took me a lot to do. I'm still working on it. It's still not done. It took a lot to just do the plushies that are not even tagged. Plus, I still have a new badge that I'm gonna show you today and we are gonna talk about them. So yeah, I'm back to my barcode system because that's what helping me so much easier just to scan when I need to check out customers rather than search in the Square, because I have a ton of products. Even just doing SKU, it's sometimes frustrating. So yeah, and slowly I will be transitioning to Shopify as my POS, and I'm looking forward to have everything in one space for my website, for my markets, all streamlined. I'm so happy with the Shopify and I'm looking forward to have everything done. So let's start with all the plushies that I made in the past week. Well, technically this is more than a week, but I'm only looking into it as a week because I was knitting a lot and I was working on my Shopify at the same time, so I think it was over 2 weeks. I have another market on Wednesday. It is my uni market and this is the last one for this semester. And on Sunday, it's not a new market to me. I used to do this market 3 years ago, but then he shut it down and now he has reopened it. He already had it on May, but I didn't apply because I never liked those markets. They were nothing special, but since he decided to have an indoor stalls, I was like, let's just try. I've been looking lately more for indoor stalls just because it is cold. I just can't be bothered to set up in the cold and be outside all day and stress about the weather. So I asked him if he has any spot and he said yes, and I was like, let's just try and see how it goes. I will talk more about that market when the market happens. So I was prepping a little bit. I was focusing more on a small ticket items and nothing big, nothing major, small, medium, and that's it. I was just filling some gaps, and I have a lot of new patterns that I like to try. That's my my biggest problem. I like to buy patterns and try new patterns because I get bored working on the old ones. First, I'm gonna show you one pattern that was free on Instagram and I'm not even happy with it. I'm not gonna make this and I'm gonna offer it very cheap just to get rid of it. I'm not sure if you can even tell what this is supposed to be. But yeah, if you said bluey, you're correct. This is supposed to be bluey. It is meant to be like easy, low sew, chunky, bluey inspired blob, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I don't like this. It is a free pattern on Instagram. I don't remember names of the Instagram accounts. I apologize for that. I used to have a bigger bluey. I'm gonna pop a picture here. There is also a free pattern and there is a YouTube tutorial for that one. That one used to sell really good, but it's taking a long time with all the body parts that need to be sewn in, the markings on the bag. I won't be making bluey anymore, at least not in this part. I might revisit my old pattern and think about making her in that pattern. Otherwise I'll see. Next is a mini bat. I'm calling it mini because I did a bigger one. This one is by the Crochet Code. It's a paid pattern on Etsy. This one is, I think it is no sew. Yeah, this is all surface crochet. This one is no sew, nothing special. I think it's cute. If it sells, I will keep making them. So yeah, I find them cute. Nothing special, to be honest. It was quick make. So yeah, this one is made in Alice Velluto, and I forgot to mention Bluey was made in Moda Vera. I'm gonna sell this one for $30. It is like a bigger, chunkier size. We'll see how it goes. Next one is my bigger bat. This one is by Teresa's Crochet Shop. I do like this one. This one is a lot more work. That's why I'm gonna charge this one for $45 because this one has a big wings so he can fully flap them over. And these wings are double-sided. This one is a lot more work because you have to sew all the parts. And the wings are double-sided, so yeah. I'm not a huge fan of these eyes. My daughter said she thinks it looks perfect. It's cute to her. I'm not a huge fan, but still. You can actually just clip it and hang it like this. It looks so cute just hanging down. I was thinking maybe hanging down from my gazebo, or I'll see what I'll do, how to display this guy. But yeah, this was Teresa's Crochet Shop. I'm gonna sell it for $45. So yeah, we'll see how the bats go. Next, I was sold out on my reds. My reds are selling so good for me. Every single market I'm gonna sell one if I have it. So I decided again to make one as a plain red, the other as a Remy. This is Instagram free pattern. I just freehand the Remy hat, so quick and easy. This is Moda Vera blanket yarn, and yeah, I love making these guys. Since I have a uni market, I usually sell all of them at my uni markets. I think I should make more than 2 usually, but I'm lazy making more than 2 anything. So since I was working on reds, I decided to do a possum. So I did 2 of them. These are done in Bernat blanket yarn. These are cute size. This pattern is Crochet by Jenna. I think it is a paid pattern. I used to be her Patreon, so that's how I got all her patterns. This is easy, no sew, quick make. Same with my reds. So this is the first time I'm offering a possum, and we'll see how it goes. It's cute. I do have a lot of one-offs because that's me. That's what I like to do. I have one boba, matcha latte boba. This is my favorite drink. I love drinking matcha latte, especially from Cha Bar, black sugared matcha. That's my favorite. This pattern is from Etsy and it is by Shield Maiden Crochet. It is a very cheap and basic pattern. Technically you can do this without pattern. I was just too lazy. So I decided to change my cats, give them something different, try some different patterns, even though I do like making love cats. They're so mindless and quick make. I have to say this is a lot of work with this color change and this shaping and the feet and the tail. I didn't mind the pattern, but I'm not sure if it's market prep friendly. I'm gonna see how this one sells. I was thinking of selling this one for $40 just because of the time it took to make everything, and I do think it's cute. This pattern is by, oh my god, I'm not even sure if I can pronounce that. I'm just gonna pop it on the screen because I don't even want to butcher this name. It is a paid pattern from Etsy. There are, I think, 7 different color variations for these cats. I might try to make some of them. We'll see how people will react to this one. I do think it's really cute and it might sell, but I was just frustrated with the amount of work it took. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes. So I bought a lot of patterns from All From Jade. I was actually enjoying making them. I bought a couple of bundles. I'm yet to make all of them because there is quite a lot, but I enjoyed making these guys. These were so much fun, honestly. I love how they are flexible. You can fidget with them. And I made them in Elise Veluto yarn. And I think these are gonna be, I hope they're gonna be a hit on the markets. We'll see. I also made one in a Hungry Caterpillar. This one was my first, this one was my second. This one is a bit longer because I think I didn't sew the parts as tight as I did with this one. I think I'm gonna sew them usually a bit tighter because I'm scared of kids fidgeting too much of them. I know they cannot break, but still they can be just a bit distorted, so I'm just gonna be mindful to sew them usually a bit tighter. I really do think these are really nice and cute, and I'm looking forward to see how they are gonna go on the market. So yeah, this is All From Jade, and I bought her bundle with all these. There is an ant, bee, butterfly, not sure what else, but yeah, she has a bundle for all these creatures. And then my daughter asked me to make a minion for her friend because she likes minions. And I sold my last minion on the Makers Market, and I was like, okay, I need to make them because I'm out of them. So I decided to go this time with 2 options. I made Bob and Stuart. I actually made 2 Stuarts because she took one of the Stuarts and I needed both of them to take pictures and put them on my website. These are free pattern on Instagram. I don't remember the name. I'm very bad with remembering names from Instagram accounts because I usually just screenshot them without the name of the artist, and that's how I actually lose the count of whose patterns these are. But I did do a lot of changes. If you can see, the lines are straight, same around their eyes, and the eyes, I do different eyes for them because I don't like what they look with the original pattern. So yeah, technically I'm just following the idea for the, technically they're like a pill and you just do color changes and put eyes on them. I sell these guys for $35 and they are made in Modavira blanket yarn from Spotlight. And they're nice and chunky and squishy and everyone likes them. Who doesn't like minions? And next I decided to go with All From Jade, all her swing animals. I'm gonna show you each separate. I used to have birds on swings but in a different pattern, and when I was making them in Hobby Toucan they were really small, and when I made them in Modavira they were big and chunky, so I couldn't decide which size to make and which price to put on them. So I decided to give a go All From Jade pattern just to see the size different, and they are a bit bigger, not huge but a bit bigger. So I decided to do them in Hobby Toucan, but the swings I did in Elise Veluto just because I want the swings to have less stretch or possibility to break. So for example, these are her birds. These 2 you get in the pattern, so the mallard and penguin are in the pattern. So the chick is just the same thing but a plain single color, and that's it. So I have 3 birds on the swing. These are super cute and quick make, and these used to sell really good for me. I haven't made them for a while, so I'm looking forward to have this back. And I love how this pattern comes with all these different water creatures. So we have seal and walrus. Next we have turtle. She does turtle belly with a different color. I just couldn't be bothered to have another color change, so I did it this way. I think otter is my favorite. And then we have axolotl. And last but not least, frog. I was planning also to make a plain white chicken, but I ran out of the time, so I'll make chicken for the next time. These were really quick and fun makes, so I enjoy making them. And my last but not least is sloth. This one is from Teresa's Crochet Shop. I made this one in Hobby Toucan yarn. He's cute. I love how he can lay down like this. But also he can hang because you don't have to connect his feet, but I want it because that's how I'm gonna display him hanging just like this. He's cute. And this was a quick make. I forgot to mention I'm gonna sell my swing animals for $25 and this one is gonna be $58. So yeah, these are all this week's makes. Unfortunately, you may already heard the sad news that Hobby is no longer gonna ship to Australia, Japan, New Zealand, Hong Kong. I think to all these Pacific Oceania countries. So I'm bummed, to be honest, because this was the yarn I was relying for so long. This is my most used yarn. This is yarn that has the best shades when it comes to neutrals, anything. I loved working with this yarn. I know I filmed a video about Alice Veluto, but the difference with is Alice Veluto and Hobby Toucan is this is chenille and Alice Veluto is blanket yarn. There is a huge difference with these yarns, and sometimes I just want a real good chenille yarn. I don't want a blanket yarn for some projects, and I'm really sad that I will no longer have access to this yarn. I still have a week until they completely shut down, and I was thinking, should I stock or should I just let it go? And at the moment I'm thinking of not stocking up because I don't see the point. I have over 150 skeins of Hobby Toucan yarn at the moment, and it's gonna serve me for some time, and then I'll need to find some different solution for any chenille yarn. I do have an access to blanket yarn because that's what Spotlight is stocking now, and they have increased their range. I'm gonna film next week my yarn haul because I did place 2 huge yarn orders with Spotlight, so I'm gonna unbox and show all the new colors they have in their Modavira range, which is great. But that yarn is big and heavy on my hands, and chenille yarn is what I like to work with. So yeah, for now I'm just gonna continue use Hobby Toucan while my stock lasts, and then we'll figure out if I'm gonna just stay with Alice Veluto or I'm gonna look for another chenille yarn. I'm not huge fan of Parfait Chunky because it's very expensive in Australia. I think the skein is around $9 or $10 and I can't justify that price. I was paying only $7 for this and it works better than Parfait Chunky for me. So we'll see what will happen. I hope they might change their mind in the future couple of years. I don't know. It is just a stupid decision that they made, and I think everyone in this Pacific region is disappointed with Hobby. So yeah guys, that's all I made this week. So I have 2 markets this week and I'm gonna film both of them. Stay tuned for my market videos and thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting!